YouTube. Decided to make another video since I'm here, might as well. This one's going to be about the green tree pythons. This is green tree python care, the basics of it. Some people might disagree with the way I keep mine. This is the way I keep my snakes, so I'll kind of just talk about that. These are both Biac locales. Green tree pythons come in a couple different colors when they're first born. It's either a reddish color or a yellow color. And I'll pull them out so you can see them. I keep them in these tall Sterilite bins when they're neonates. I just put some perches in here, paper towel at the bottom, and some foliage so that they can hide and stuff. The humidity on these snakes does need to be fairly high. Right now in here it says about 82 degrees, but I like the hot spot to get up to about 86. When it gets really hot it's about 90, but I don't like, they seem not to care too much for that temperature. This one here is my personal green tree python. I'm hoping it's a girl, but we don't know yet. I'm not going to be able to sex these until they're older. The name of this snake is Raja. These snakes are found in around Indonesia and New Guinea, and the northeastern tip of Australia. There's a few different locales out there. Not really going to go too big into that. This is just basically basic care. So as you can see inside the cage, this is pretty much a basic setup. I have a water dish in there on one side. I keep it under the hot side so that it actually produces more humidity. At least 2 or 3 perches in there for them to climb around on. Some stuff for them to hide under. They don't really, they're not really terrestrial animals, they're arboreal, so that means that they like to hang out in the trees. They like to climb. These animals usually are pretty nippy when you first get them, especially the Biacs. They're going to be the least expensive of the green tree pythons, but they're probably the most aggressive. This one I've worked with for about a couple months now, and she's about almost 10 months old, and she's doing well. I'll let you guys see her a little bit better here, but this is her. And you just have to be really fragile with these snakes. Their spine is really delicate. Their tails, you cannot rush these guys at all when you're taking them out. Their tails are so delicate, if you try to pull them, you'll break their tail off. And they really need these tails. They're prehensile, which means that they can hang upside down from just their tail. They actually do everything from hanging on a branch. They'll strike their prey while anchored down to a tree. They'll coil their prey and eat it while all on the tree at the same time. They'll start turning green, as you can see. I don't know if you can see on the nose of this snake, it's starting to yellow out right on top there. But they'll start turning green in another few months. These snakes will get about 4 feet long, rarely seen over 6 feet. The emerald tree boas get a lot bigger than these guys. These guys typically stay a little bit smaller. They do lay eggs. They're pythons. What else? Let me put this one away and I'll get you the yellow one out so you guys can kind of see the difference between the two. The yellow one is my friend Carlos's. It's a little bit more nippy. He's just going to need to work with it a little bit more. But they're both still great animals. And this is originally what I keep them in. I like it. It's a little bit taller. It's a Sterilite 27 quart. are 26 liter, and then I just use my soldering iron and I poke holes everywhere, and I like the 3 perches, and I'll kind of open it up and let you guys see what it looks like inside here, how humid it is. This one's really bright yellow. When you do put these perches in here, if they're wood, you do need to treat them, hopefully with something that's either non-toxic, or if it is toxic, you do need to let it cure for a while. This one's actually really wet in here, but that's fine. They like it really wet and pretty warm. I'll see if I can... What you do to take them out is you kind of just tickle them underneath their belly, and they'll kind of come up to you. If you can take the whole perch out with the snake on it, that's actually the best way to do it. You don't disturb the animal at all, and you can just take them out. But with these ones, I like to hold them. I want them to be tame. We will eventually breed these ones, so we do feed them about every 10 to 14 days is what is good for a neonate, just because you don't want to overfeed these snakes. They can get impacted and die from overfeeding. I'll let it kind of just hang there. There we go. And you just have to be real patient with them. They don't like to be held at first, but then they'll get used to it, and sometimes maybe even enjoy a little human interaction. This one, you can see on the head, it's starting to get darker. I think this one might be a little bit bigger than the other one, but it's kind of hard to tell still. They both shed perfect sheds. This one has more of like a jungly pattern. It would be cool to see some blue on this one, but you never know until they're adults. If you guys need to know anything about these animals that I have, and I'll be happy to answer any of those questions for you, just shoot me a comment again. Definitely subscribe to my page if you haven't already. But yeah, this is pretty much just the basic care for the pythons. You want to keep their temperatures around 85 degrees, 86 degrees, and then you want to keep, see, it just struck at me. This one is a little bit more bitey, but it's more scary than anything, just because it's so quick. They got these bulges on the side of their head, on the top of their head I mean, and it's just their jaw muscles are just really intense. They got really big teeth on them because they need to snatch birds out of the air and pierce through their feathers and hold them, because if they lose their prey from the treetops, they're not going to go down and get it. That one almost just bit me on the nose. So we'll leave it right there. Huh? Safety?
Don't handle it being professional.
Yeah. Most people, when they do handle these animals, they use gloves. I don't like to use gloves just because I like it to get used to my smell, my touch. This is not a snake for a beginner. This is definitely intermediate to an advanced species. Do your research on these animals. Let you go ahead and zoom in on this one's really pretty. It's just really bright yellow. But I mean, it's good. I think that's it. What are you even talking about? Safety?
I was saying because